Maryland basketball returned back home to College Park after an exhilarating, pulse, heart-pounding last-second victory over Indiana on Sunday. Rodney Rice, go-ahead three-pointer, lifts the Terps back into a positive position in the Big Ten, and now return home for maybe their toughest test so far this season. Number 17, Wisconsin, travels into College Park. They are 16-4. Maryland 16-5. God's favorite host, the official Maryland basketball pre-game show right here on the Flex On Podcast. Your home for Terps content, sports content, all types of content, giving it to you how you want it when you need it. We got a game tonight. Big game in College Park. Can the Terps beat Wisconsin? And if they win, will they be ranked? Let's break it all down. Make sure you subscribe if you're new. Slam dunk that subscribe button. Lay up that like button. Block that bell. Let me know how you're feeling down below as we get into the Maryland basketball pre-game show. Maryland and Wisconsin meet on Wednesday night. Let's look at a little bit of the history between the two teams. Let's go in our way back machine. First matchup was in 1931. Maryland lost 32-30. Last 10 matchups, Maryland is 3-7. Largest margin of victory was a win, 87-57, that came back in 2002. Smallest margin of victory was a 3-point win in 2016. 1,400 3 points and an average of 61 points. 2-7 on the road, 6-8 in conference, 5-4 at home, which is good. They play at home tonight. They've lost the last two, have the Terps, and the longest losing streak is 3 games, and you see the total there. 8 wins for the Terps, 15 losses. So let's get into some more of the ins and outs about Maryland and Wisconsin. Now, it is a 5.5 point spread. Maryland is 5.5 point favorites. I'll pull it up in a second. Now, John Tonji's a beast. He had 27 points in their 83-55 victory against Nebraska. The Terps are 12-1 at home, and they're 5th in the Big Ten with 9.6 offensive rebounds per game. This is led by Julian Reese, who averages 3.3. The Badgers are 6-3 in the Big Ten. They're 5th with 25.1 defensive rebounds a game, led by Stephen Crow, averaging 4.3. Maryland does indeed average 8.2 3-pointers made per game. One more than Wisconsin allows, 7.2. Wisconsin averages 17.1 more points per game, 82.5. Then Maryland gives up 65.4. So very good offense and a very good Maryland defense. This is the first time they'll meet up in conference play this season. Derek Queen averaging 15.8. Julian Reese averaging 15 and 15.4 points over his last 10 games. And like I mentioned, we do have Julian Reese for one more year of eligibility. Hopefully nobody swoops in and gives him an overloaded NIL deal that he can't refuse. But Juju will be back in 2025, 2026. Terps are 7-3 in their last 10, 78.5 points, 30 rebounds, 15 assists, 8 steals, 4.6 blocks, shooting 47%, giving up 70. Badgers 8-2, 83 points, 32 rebounds, 15 assists, 4.7 steals, 2.3 blocks, 49% from the field, and they've pretty much only given up 69.7. So, what team is going to be able to impose their will offensively? I think whoever controls the tempo is going to win this game offensively because both teams can score. Wisconsin actually rebounds a little bit better than Maryland right now, which is crazy, but it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very, very interesting. Let's look at the game cast so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Like I said, Maryland 5.5 point. They're 5.5 point favorites. So whatever that means, over under 152.5. Tonji 18 points. Derek Queen 15 points. You got to stop Tonji. You got to keep him under 20. And you got to win the rebounding battle. Those are some simple things that I always say when it comes to Maryland. But you see right there, I think Maryland will win the rebounding battle. Now I think Julian and Derek Queen are just on another level right now. Now, Maryland coming off that big win against Indiana. No rest for the weary. They only have 3 remaining ranked opponents currently. So Wisconsin, they're included in that 3. They did win Wisconsin 28 points over Nebraska. Game does start at 7 on Big Ten. Now, the Badgers have improved from last year. Now they're 16-4. They were number 6 this time last year and losers of 5 of the last 6 and fell out of the rankings. But they did make a run to the Big Ten tournament and they got a number 5 seed. And they were upset by number 12, James Madison, Greg Gard. He just only has 2 starters back, but a lot of young talent and new players who have emerged. I talked about Tanji. He's a graduate guard, so he's been in the game for 5 years. 6th season. Yeah, they get that extra year with COVID. He spent for Colorado State. Then he played at Missouri and transferred to Wisconsin after last year. He's their leading scorer, 18 a game and 4.9 rebounds a game. You got John Blackwell, 6'3", sophomore, number 25. Tanji's number 9. He's a freshman, or was a freshman last year, made an impact, now a sophomore, played in 34 of 36 games, 8 points per game and 18.5 points per game. But he's turned true force this year with Tanji. They got a nice backcourt. They're guards. I talk about guard play all the time. It'll get you far in March. It'll get you far in conference tournaments. They got it. Blackwell and Tanji. Can Gillespie and Rice rise up to the occasion? I think Wisconsin, but I think Maryland has the, talent to compete with them. Nolan Winter, he's a sophomore forward, 6'11". They got some size though. Maryland got size in Michigan. Wisconsin's got just as much size, if not more, than Maryland. He's the younger and the shorter one, surprisingly, but he can also score 73.8% on his 2-point shots, highest in the Big Ten, and he shoots pretty much 2.3 threes a game at 39.1% as well. The Badgers are very versatile. They can score inside, they can score outside, they can rebound, they can do it all. And the Badgers are 14-1 at home, the opposite of Maryland, and neutral site venues, 2-3 on the road. They're 2-3 on the road, 14. Oh, so they're actually like Maryland, actually 14-1 at home, pretty much dominant at home, 2 on the road. 2 of those road losses came at Marquette, Maryland lost them, and number 18, Illinois, who Maryland did beat. So we can take it with a grain of salt, as mentioned. Now, with the win, Maryland is unofficially right now number 27 with 116 votes in the AP, 15 fewer than number 25, UConn as well. You get a win today, you're ranked, pretty much. Now, Julian Reese and Derek Queen, how will they fare against the bigs of Wisconsin? I think that is a test today. And it's rare that these two are not the tallest 2 men on the court, but they will be shorter of the 2 big men on each side. So how will they handle the size? I think they don't have the athleticism to stop Queen and Reese, though. They're locked in. I think we'll find. Rice has been inconsistent. We need Rice to play well. He's had 10 games scoring 10 points or fewer. He had 23 against Indiana with the game-winning 3, but Maryland would love to get some consistency from Mr. Rodney Rice. So there you go. A little bit of my keys to the game. I don't want to really belabor the point. Start fast. You got to start fast. You're back at home. I expect the energy to be high. Start fast. Limit your turnovers. Single-digit turnovers. Get their bigs in foul trouble. So attack them in the paint. Get their bigs in foul trouble. You may get some shots blocked, but attack the bigs. Like we saw against Illinois. Like we saw against Indiana. Run your offense. Attack the paint. Get easy buckets. Get to the free throw line. Force them to, help, drive, and kick. Or go up and get the foul. If you get your shot blocked, oh, well, it happens to us all. But start fast. Single-digit turnovers. Attack their bigs and get them in foul trouble. Win the rebounding battle. I think Maryland will win it. I think Reese and Queen are up to the challenge. Like I said, they don't have the athleticism and speed on Wisconsin that they have in Maryland. I think we win the rebounding battle, and I think Gillespie and Rice can help out with that. Miguel, hopefully we see more. We'll probably see more Geronimo. Of course, some Miguel. Some of the bigs play because they're going to need them, especially if someone, God forbid, stay out of foul trouble. That's another one. So start fast. Single-digit turnovers. Get their bigs. Attack the paint. Get their bigs in foul trouble. Win the rebounding battle. And then 5th, stay out of foul trouble. I think those are 5 right there. Stay out of foul trouble. Because we can't have Reese like he was last game in foul trouble. We can't have Queen in foul trouble. We need them out there both. Over 30 minutes? Yeah, I think we both need them out there close to 30 minutes as possible. And I think Maryland guards Maryland guards outplay Wisconsin guards. That's a lot to ask for. But what I mean outplay, it doesn't mean always just outscoring them. Defend them. Make them have a hard time scoring. make them have to work for each and every basket. Don't give them easy opportunities. Don't foul them. Don't allow them to easily just be able to get anything they want. Make them work for it. They're good players. They have, obviously, with their backcourt, they have some experience. They have John Tonji, a graduate. He's been playing for 6 years. He's advanced. He is knowledgeable. So it's not going to be anything you can throw at him that he hasn't seen. But nothing easy, nothing cheap, and nothing deep, like they say in football. And John Blackwell, he's another big guy, another big guard, 6'3". You want to go back at him. So he's averaging 16 a game. So pretty much him and Tanji are the 1-2 punch. They are the guys you want to contain. So Maryland guards, I'll play their guards. I think that'll be very, very important. I'll put on offense and defense. Make them work. So start fast, single-digit turnovers, win the rebounding battle, stay out of foul trouble, attack their bigs in the paint, get to the foul line, get them in foul trouble, and Maryland guards, accept the challenge and make them work. Nothing easy, nothing cheap, nothing deep. I actually think Maryland does win. I'm going with Maryland to get the win. I think they win. Both teams score at will. Going back to the numbers over the last 10, as you can see, what is Maryland averaging? They're both pretty close. So over the last 10, Maryland is only giving up 70, and Wisconsin's only giving up 69.7. So they're averaging, are the Badgers, 83, and Maryland's averaging 78. So first team to 80 wins, and whichever team can keep the other team under 75 will probably win this game. So first team to 80, whoever can keep the other team under 75, limit single-digit turnovers, stay out of foul trouble, start fast. Maryland guards be up to the challenge of the Wisconsin guards. That's their strength. Make them work on both offense and defense. Attack the paint inside, get them in foul trouble, get easy baskets, drive and kick. And like I said, you want to make your free throws. You want to take and make good 3-point and perimeter shots as well. And you got to win a rebounding battle. I know I'm probably said that multiple times, and you guys are tired of hearing me say that. But you got to win the rebounding battle. And I think that is going to be very, very important. If Maryland can play their game, not try to play Wisconsin's game, like I said, Wisconsin is more of a, they have size, but they are also able to play inside out, outside in. So you have to be able to, I think Kevin Willard's going to be important to throw some different defenses at them. Kevin Willard, you coached a hell of a game last week. Throw some press. Throw a little bit of zone. Throw a little bit of man-to-man. 3/4 court press or full court press. Mix it up a little bit. I think that can help you a long way, especially when you got the bigs down there. You got the Twin Towers of your own. You can play a little zone. You might even play a little, you can play a little 3-2 if you want. Because you got the two big men back there. You could put a little 3 at the top with Rice, Miguel, and Gillespie. You got the length out there with those guys. So you could do 2-3, you could do a little 3-2, you could do a 3-2-3, 3-2 shifting zone. So a lot of ways they can attack Wisconsin, especially, like I said, I always like to say this as well. Defend the 3. Can you keep them under 12? Can you keep them under 10? We shall see. But I think Maryland is going to win this game. I think Maryland is starting to come into their own as a team. They are starting to play as one. You got 12 guys playing as one. I think coaching, like I said, the message is resonating. They're answering the call. They're giving 110% effort. And I think, honestly, they have the talent to compete with anybody, especially with Queen, especially with Reese. Like more next level prospect, especially if he stays one more year. How about Gillespie? He still has one more year. He can defend. He's probably all Big Ten defense, first or second team. So you got those guys. Rice. Let's see if Rice can get over 10. Can Rice get over 15? Let's see if Rice can get over 15 points. That is going to be the key, because we know Rice did have the game winner on Sunday. He had 23. So Rice, 15 or more. Contain their guards on offense and make them work on defense. Attack the paint. Win the rebounding battle. Stay out of foul trouble. Attack their bigs in the paint. Get easy buckets. Get them in foul trouble. And win a turnover battle. And let's keep them, like I said, don't let them shoot more than 12 threes. Let's keep them 12 or under. I think that's a good sweet spot. 12 or single-digit threes if possible. But we'll see. Tonight is the night, 7 p.m. on the Big Ten Network. God's favorite host, your home for all the Maryland Terps content and so much more. Make sure you subscribe. Slam dunk that subscribe button. Lay up that like button. Block that bell. Sign off below. Let me know your thoughts. Maryland, Wisconsin. Will Maryland be ranked? With the win tonight, they will be. We'll see you with post-game reaction, because after this game, Maryland has 8 days off until they go to Ohio State February 8th. So they have some time off. They'll be able to rest, regroup, and rejuvenate. So I'll talk to you then after the game, and I'll talk to you throughout this little break as we get ready for Ohio State. God's favorite host signing off. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day. Go Terps.